Hello Nightingale, my name's Bryna, and I think just me doing this video really shows what Nightingale has meant to me, because I think if I had gone to another school, I would never have been doing some video that the whole school can see and potentially judge me on. And I just know that the Nightingale community is so strong that even if I was judged, it wouldn't matter because it probably wouldn't even be that mean.
So this is, I think, objectively the best shirt that's ever been designed by Nightingale. Our class is, fun, creative, we're inspirational, clearly. To the class of 2022, 23, and 24, enjoy the time that you have with your class. It goes by really, really fast. That rhymed. Not intentional, but I will miss you all dearly.
There's literally no way for me to sum up the past 8 years of my Nightingale experience and what it's meant to me. Every single person and friend and experience I've gone through within the Blue Doors has shaped me into the person I am today. And for that, I'm so, so grateful, and I'm gonna miss everyone so much.
The past 13 years at Nightingale have honestly gone by so quickly. I'm so grateful to have had such enriching experiences like the trip to South Africa with chamber chorus, varsity volleyball, taking really cool classes like modern physics and world now.
A favorite memory from Nightingale would have to be my sophomore year trip to South Africa with chamber chorus. Just spending time in the hotel room with all the upperclassmen and being able to get to know everybody, especially as a sophomore. It really meant a lot to me and helped me out when I got back in future years.
I want to say thank you for the past 4 amazing years and all the opportunities, experiences, friends, classes, teachers, and all of the trips in particular that I got to take with everyone. It's just wild that I'm a senior. Thank you so much.
Nightingale has been a fantastic place for me, and not a day or a few days go by where I don't thank my 8th grade self for choosing to switch to Nightingale. It basically taught me how to learn, and through that taught me how to be a human being, because you need to learn to be a person.
Coming to Nightingale freshman year, I was a bit nervous as to how I would find my place. But now as a senior leaving Nightingale, I can confidently say that I found my place, my people, and also myself. A bit corny, but yeah. So I just want to give a big thank you to Miss Smith, Miss Jenkins, and all of my teachers for making me feel very welcome from day one.
I think Nightingale has really helped me mature in different aspects of myself because of the people that I've met and just my experiences there.
Had so many amazing memories over the past 13 years, from building castles in 3rd grade to the 6th grade play to the London trip to now, and we've really grown up with you, so we're gonna miss you so, so much.
Even just being able to talk with everyone in the hallway, in the commons, before and after school, everyone at Nightingale has had such an impact on my life, and I'll miss you all so much when I'm gone, and I can't wait to come back and visit.
The teachers who have done this, well, all my teachers, but I would especially like to shout out Miss Lulo, my advisor, for helping me through the ups and the downs. You were really there for me through it all, especially the worst parts. Thank you so much.
I want to thank Miss Levitt for being the best advisor ever. I'm going to miss you so much.
Thank you for the most incredible 13 years and for helping to turn this small and scared little kindergartner into a senior.
Because we've been at Nightingale for 13 years, with the exception of Aggie, we wanted to say 13 things that we love about the school. And shout out to Ms. Kassar for giving us the idea for this format. First, the tennis team,
the dance collective, Philomel, the English department,
Green Bowls,
the debate team, the classics department,
The ISP program,
the advisory program. Shout out to my advisor, Dr. Cohen,
Mr. Barrows, Mr. Carney,
Mr. Capito.
We just wanted to say thank you to all of you for making Nightingale so great.
We appreciate you guys so much for putting up with Kate and I's drama, having good senses of humor, and, keeping us in your classroom together.
Special shout out to the math department for keeping me going and not losing faith in me.
I think the thing that I'm gonna miss the most about Nightingale is definitely the people, teachers that I have been taught by, the friendships that I've made, and all the people that I get to see every single day in the hallways. You guys all mean so much to me and have made the past 4 years so special, and I am so grateful.
support you all.
I am so appreciative to all of my teachers and friends for creating an environment where I feel so welcome and included, and I truly could not have done it without you all. So thank you all, and I will miss you.
I would also like to thank Mr. Lockery and Mr. Whitehurst for teaching me how to love writing. And I would like to thank Miss Cocciaro for being a squash coach for our hearts. We really, really appreciated you.
My favorite memory at Nightingale, I've been here for 13 years, so that's going to be kind of hard to think about, but probably the snow tubing trip we took in junior year. That was probably our last day all together as a class before COVID happened. Just a really nice thing to reflect on and just have as I go on to the next part of my life, to just be able to remember all the fun times that I've had with my classmates.
Whether it's puzzles in the commons, freeze in the hallways, sweatpants under skirts, there's just too much. So I thought I'd share an embarrassing memory. And in 10th grade, I was doing track with Kate Evans, and on the way to the track meet, the bus left us behind. And we had to run 10 blocks down Madison Avenue chasing behind the Greyhound bus. So yeah, clearly we were memorable members of that team. But now this time, I'm the bus, and Nightingale is me and Kate Evans running down Madison Avenue because we're leaving Nightingale behind.
I just want to say thanks and shout out Elizabeth LaCoy for giving me my most prominent and vivid Nightingale memory, and that is the time that someone gave you a lot of hand lotion, and instead of rubbing it in your hands, you slapped me in the face.
I would say one of my most embarrassing moments at Nightingale was when I was trying out for the 6th grade musical, and while on stage my voice cracked and everyone from Alan Stevenson laughed at me, and I did not end up getting the part.
So grateful to have gone to a high school that was so welcoming and supportive, but at the same time super academic, always pushing me to be the best version of myself. So thank you, Nightingale.
Dear Nightingale, I just want to thank you for being such an amazing place where I can grow and thrive. One of my favorite memories is Miss Lulo's math class, sophomore and junior year, and I especially love in junior year where we had a story time session and we just shared really funny and embarrassing memories, and Miss Lulo also shared really embarrassing memories, and it was super funny, and I'll always remember that. I also remember a time when we went to Colombia with a bunch of people from different Spanish classes, and basically one of the students tried to communicate to a guy and say that he was hot, but they actually said he was temperature caliente, and it was just really funny, and there's so many more, but I'll always miss you and I love you guys. Bye.
I want to thank Miss Belfast for everything. I can't even say for everything you do for council, because you do everything for council. So thank you for keeping student government running, student everything running, because you plan all the student activities. So I can't thank you enough.
And we want to shout out a couple people at Nightingale who have meant a lot to us. Dr. Spina for being the best and most caring advisor ever. Mr. Ulubari.
Miss Seeley. Miss Campbell.
Miss Kassar for being the best Middle Eastern Affinity Club proctor.
Miss Kassar, retweet.
Over the past 6 years, I've laughed, I've cried, I've made mistakes.
I laughed, I cried a number of times, I sweat, I danced, I got a shot.
But it's all helped me to become a better person, and I'm really grateful for it. I really want to thank my advisor, Senor Barone, for being with me over these past 4 years and really sticking by my side. I hope to see you on the flip side, Nightingale. Bye.
Miss Jaffe for really making a big jump for our school. I've seen a lot of evolution and I've learned a lot from you. So thank you so much. Thank you to all my teachers for treating me like an adult and treating me with respect. It has not gone unnoticed.
Mr. Barrows.
Mr. McMeekin.
Miss Deschamps.
Mr. Smith.
Miss Valfast.
Miss Jennings.
Miss Vora.
Miss Vora.
Special shout out to Dr. Cohen for being such an amazing advisor, keeping up with all of my melodrama. Really appreciate you hanging in there with me.
Miss Levitt. Mr. Caputo.
Mr. Whitehurst.
Mr. Radovich. Miss Balsam. Senor Barone.
Miss Jenkins.
Miss Ward. Miss Smith.
Miss Field.
Miss
So
Field.
much for Miss Field.
The musicals.
The yearbook. The arts department.
And Mr. Burke for knowing everyone's name kindergarten to 12th grade.
Another shout out to Mr. Watson for being our caretaker in London.
And I caused a lunch room, but we really appreciate you for keeping your cool.
Miss Trotta!
Miss Trotta!
On behalf of all the seniors, was an amazing, amazing dean. Miss Levitt.
Miss Seeley.
Dang.
I said Miss Seeley.
Oh, definitely Miss Seeley.
For my own purposes.
And for my own purposes. Oh. Mr. Prince.
Mr. Prince.
Mr. Prince.
Peter Prince. Ooh, can I call them by their first names? That's funny.
No.
Dr. Cohen.
Retweet. And Dr. Hartman.
Yes.
We love doctors.
Especially
Dr. Strauss.
Another person I've never had at Nightingale that I truly love. Dr.
Curtis!
Wait,
Dr. Curtis!
And Dr. DeCoris. And Mr. Howell.
I love
Can I give 2 honorary shout-outs for 2 teachers that I really wanted and never got at Nightingale? Mr. Flomberg and Mr. Bick. Mr. Flomberg knows who I am. I don't know Mr. Bick knows who I am, but I really wanted them and I never got them, but that was a cute thing, right?
Overall, our best piece of advice is to just go with the flow. You know, Nightingale's gonna throw you some punches, but you just gotta keep going with it.
Be yourself and try to, and hags, and try to love who you are.
It's just wild that I'm a senior. Thank you so much.
Thank you to all the classmates and teachers who made this experience the best one possible. We love you so much.
Mwah.
Keep party rocking.
Bye, Nightingale.
Thank you, Nightingale, for the best 4 years ever.
So thank you. Bye.
We love you. Nightingale. Exclamation point.
Woo!
We love you.
Woo! I couldn't have imagined a better place to grow up for the past 13 years. I have such an appreciation for an all-girls atmosphere.
And we want to shout out a couple people who have meant a lot of us. And we want to shout out a lot of people. And we want to shout out a couple people who have meant a lot of us.
Thank you, Nightingale.
What is that? No.